for my review of Army Corps of Hell, I wanted to get into the head of a headbanger. So I brought in CGR's own metal expert, Derek, to help me with some headbanging tutorial. So, Derek, what do I do?
Well, the first thing you're gonna have to do is throw your, well, we'll try anyway. So you would let your hair down. In your case, I would
loosen it up a little bit.
Yeah, loosen it up. There you go. Maybe massage it. Yeah, see, okay. And then, you feel a good riff, and you just, something like that. That's a windmill headbang.
Windmill?
Oh, wow, that's...
Something like that?
We'll try this one. You can do this one. You would just bounce your head. Wow.
Something like that? I got this? Am I ready?
Something like that.
Alright, well, let's try this out. Abandon all hope, ye who enter. If you ever wondered what it would be like if a heavy metal album was interactive and could be played, then you are in luck, because Army Corps of Hell is here and ready to take you to Hell's Dominion. You play as the King of Hell, who has lost control as the ruler of the Underworld and is hell-bent on regaining it. He will need to command his minions and destroy everyone and everything that's in his way. Think of the game as Pikmin, only much more demonic. You go through the world, which is broken into platforms that are connected with bridges. Each platform is infested with demons that don't want you to regain your throne. So you use your minions to slaughter them, and once they are all resting in torment, a new bridge opens up and you can move on to the next platform. You have different types of minions to attack with. There is your standard soldier, but also you have spearmen that provide distant attacks at the cost of damage, and also magi, which use ranged magic. Your total number of goblins will increase as the game continues, and thus increasing your overall strength. But your enemies will attack your minions, making you have to go around and revitalize them or replace them at a station. I personally like when you have a bunch of soldiers on one enemy and then they all jump and attack at the same time, turning your enemy into a bloody pulp. Enemies will drop material that can be synced together to make new weapons and potions. Also, this happens with some awesome heavy metal playing in the background. Not often do I say a game is worth playing simply for the soundtrack, but this is one of those cases. Mostly because the soundtrack is worked so well into the gameplay. It fits so well with each level acting like the next track in an awesome album. But the game does have some setbacks. For one, it doesn't make good use of the Vita, by not using many of the Vita's features, or by using the graphics the Vita is capable of. The arenas look very basic, and don't live up to the standards set by the other Vita games. Bland textures and unoriginal areas make each level feel like more of the same. The whole game feels like the first 5 minutes repeated over and over again. The gameplay doesn't really adapt, having you kill the same enemies in the same areas the entire time. The characters and bosses are the best looking parts, but even they don't live up to the high Vita standards. Mostly the game just uses the analog sticks and shoulder buttons. I would have liked to see more use of what the Vita can do, especially for a launch title. It makes the game feel like it wasn't designed for the system. Army Corps of Hell is a fun and interesting game that sports an incredible soundtrack. But repetitive gameplay and bland locations hold the game back from being all it could be. I wouldn't say this game is going to hell, but it's going to have to do some years in purgatory.